Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy, and yay! It is our Friday, but we're excited to be here with you guys this evening. We have another great show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure. It is Relationship Thursday. As you guys all know, we are committed on this show to helping you find love in 2021. And so tonight we have two amazing people who are coming by to talk to us tonight about relationships. We have a relationship strategist, author, and speaker, Elizabeth Overstreet. She is the creator of New Rules of Dating, and Elizabeth will share valuable tips on dealing with post-relationship issues. So if you're newly divorced, thinking about getting a divorce, out of a relationship, have not been in a relationship for a while, you may be going through a lot of post-traumatic stress as a result of what you've just come out of or may not have been in a while. And then later on in the show, it's a new year. So that means it's a year filled with a lot of love, hope, and expectations. So talking to us tonight about the zodiac signs and how your zodiac sign could lead you to your potential mate is relationship strategist and astrology practitioner, Miss Xavia Fox. Yay!
Yay!
Absolutely. This beautiful woman in the box next to me. Oh, I'm getting good. Wait. Yeah, I'm getting, no, this way. Yay, this way. Yay. No, that way. Oh, whatever. Over there is over here. Over there, yeah, whatever, is my co-host, the amazing Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nuggets. Hello, my dear. How are you?
Hello, Daddy. Happy Friday Eve. This is our Friday.
Friday. Very good. Yes. How are you? Anything new today? We didn't get a chance to hang out with you last night. We do want to thank our amazing co-host last night, Miss Kim Coleman, Sister Girl Speaks, out of Oklahoma City. She did a great job.
Yes,
also, first time co-host, but has been a guest many times. Historian Tammy Gibson.
Awesome.
Just an amazing conversation last night about all of the highlights of the inauguration yesterday. As you guys all know, we now have a new president and new first lady. I mean, first lady and vice president. Yes. So how did you enjoy everything from yesterday?
Oh my goodness. I am still on a high. I woke up this morning thinking, oh my goodness, I don't have to worry about looking at my social media and find, idiot in chief, or as I put it, minus 45, because that's what I refer to him as.
Right.
But I know we're going to talk about more about what our president, I love saying that, President Joseph Biden Jr. I love that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. And I put this on my nuggets this morning. I said, this woman looks like me. And it's just so good to see, young girls and boys, but particularly brown girls and black and brown girls can look up and say, you know what? I could be this. I could do this. Besides the fashion. Now, I'm a fashionista. And I said, I'm going to have to get some coats, but my home girl, my own first lady, Michelle Obama, my dolphin sister. I said to some of my sisters, I said, that ensemble is mine. I will contact Mr. Sergio Houston myself. Whatever coins I need to accumulate to get that outfit, it's on.
Well, you are like many other women who are in desperate need of getting that wonderful Michelle Obama ensemble she had on yesterday.
Baby.
But from what I was told by a very close source, that outfit by that designer is not cheap by no means. That coat was cashmere and it came all the way down to her ankles. And
But see, here's the thing. Now we talk about relationships. So if I play my cards right.
Is that how that works?
I may ask a certain someone, say, you know what, sweetie, wouldn't that look good on me? Just whatever I need to. Hey,
I'm telling you,
it is
You know how them ads are on Facebook, they advertising outfits that look like, well, you probably gonna have to end up getting it from the look like. Yeah, unfortunately, because I'm telling you, the designer, his stuff is expensive and rightfully so. He is literally dressing royalty. And yes, and thank God for them using LGBTQ and Black designers.
Exactly.
So yes,
no,
very
I truly the fashion, but what touched my heart, and I posted this late last night. Poet laureate Miss Amanda Gorman. Oh my goodness. And you know, she was interviewed by Mr. Anderson Cooper, and it was a great interview. But that man was swooning. I know he likes, he has a partner, or he did have a partner, but baby, he looked at her like, we could have a conversation. He was swooning over Miss Amanda, and rightly so. Because I felt Dr. Maya Angelou's spirit just come through her and channel her, and she did the darn thing.
Absolutely.
Just so proud. I mean, I'm still on a high. And I mean, the best part, I don't know if you saw this, Art, but when -45 was on the plane, they did the split screen. When President Biden was leaving Mass, I said, now the journey can begin. To have all three former presidents, and I think I mentioned this to you, or I mentioned it to someone else earlier today. I said, now -45 is part of that club. Unfortunately, because he's isolated and done some damage to the country, he is going to really be by himself. But it's
absolutely. Okay. I said last week that really he had a chance to be a part of a club that only, keep in mind, 46 people have been members of, or you know what I'm saying? And now you are just alienated. Well, 44 members of it. You've been alienated from this. This is just it's unbelievable, but it is what it is. It's funny. Yesterday, I posted on my Facebook page the official White House letter that supposedly Donald Trump left for President Biden. And so the letter basically had the White House logo, the address. It just said, Joe, I won. And it had number 45's signature and all of that. And so people were like, oh my God, oh my God. And then I had to say to people, hey, this is really a joke, just a joke, you guys. I do nothing but jokes. I don't mean any harm, any of that. Well, Facebook flagged me. And that was the first time ever I had been flagged by Facebook. I had to clutch my pearls. I didn't know what to do. So that was interesting.
And you weren't the only one, because the day of the inauguration, I had posted a video of the military marching band marching outside the White House singing, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And literally it was like maybe 5 seconds. I get a notification saying, this is fake news. Now, mind you, I got it from the Associated Press. So I was like, really? Okay.
Wow. Well, see, no, mine took a while. I mean, because really, a high number of people liked the post. People had started sharing it, but I didn't know that, again, this is a joke. I even went back and edited it and said, hey, everybody, this is a joke, but they did flag it. So here's the deal. Okay, Facebook, if you are going to monitor and do all of that, we also need you to help monitor some of this crime in our cities, help look on some of these pages for people that are just doing illicit and crazy things. I get it, because we don't want to be offensive to each other. And I apologize, because people who go to Facebook jail, it makes me wonder, like, Facebook jail, like how you end up in Facebook. But I guess a lot of my friends have been in Facebook jail. Have you ever been in Facebook jail? You've been in Facebook jail?
I have not, but I know several people who have been in Facebook jail. And it's just like, I said I would dare for them, because I also advertise, because my business, Carrots Nuggets and All Potato Sweet, I do advertise on Facebook. So I'm like, let me in here and see what happens. Y'all won't get no money from me. See, and I bet you they wouldn't think about doing that.
All right. Well, with that being said, we want to give you guys the latest COVID-19 update numbers for the day. As you all know, we are a health and wellness show. Illinois public health officials announced today 4,979 new confirmed or probable cases of COVID-19. Unfortunately, we had 123 additional fatalities in the last 24 hours. This now brings our statewide death total to 18,520 since the beginning of the pandemic. And I was noticing today, Dr. Anthony Fauci was doing a press conference, which, by the way, shout out to Dr. Fauci. He looked so relieved and rejuvenated. It looked like he had a good prune Danish. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? He looked like thank you, Lord. Yes.
Wait, you know the song from The Wiz, Brand New Day? That's what he was looking like. He was wanting to dance around and Brand New Day. He was so relaxed. And you talk about tea, he was spilling some tea in his own Dr. Fauci way. And I'm glad, I'm so grateful of his knowledge, of his compassion, of his scientific mind, that he was able to surpass minus 45, his craziness. And and President Biden saw the good in him. He's like, I'm gonna keep you because you know President Biden let go of a few folks.
Oh, absolutely. And he told folks, right. And he told people the first day, get out of pocket. You understand me? Get out of pocket. I'll fire you on the spot. Amen. Amen. And I'm not mad. Look, let's take control. Let's get things back to where they need to be. Our country was built off of making things work, factories, jobs with structured organization. The best thing, as I tell people, was being a flight attendant, because that was structured organization. You wasn't getting on there doing what you wanted to do. You got on there and did what that manual said you had to do to be a flight attendant. And so I believe we need to get back to that in just everything that we do. Excellence, coming together for unity, just all of that is what we need to strive for as a country, you know?
Amen.
So with that being said, look, I forgot what were we talking about? Look, amen. You done got me all where I need to be about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be kidding me. Yeah. So what else you got in the news, K. Renee?
You know, we talked about, you sent me this, there's an article that Time is going to publish regarding President Biden's first day when he went in that White House. Now, mind you, before we talk about this, they published that it was $500,000 that they had to spend to fumigate, sage, deep clean the White House. Because we talked about this. We didn't want President Biden, Dr. Jill Biden, and their family going in the White House yesterday, honestly, because I thought 8 hours is not enough time. But again, got it done. They probably told minus 45, get your SHIT. You about to go. You know you about to go. Start packing. So maybe they got a heads up, but they spent $500,000 before they walked in there. But Time is talking about how if we could see what minus 45, besides that note he left, how he truly left the White House. And it's it's scathing.
Yes.
You saw, McDonald's refuse on the desk, all papers everywhere. There was some graffiti on the desk. I said, Lord.
Yes. Well, for those of you all that are kind of wondering what we're talking about, Time Magazine is going to do right now. It was online where I saw it. And if you Google Joe Biden Time Magazine, it'll come up for you guys. But it just was a horrific depiction of what the White House looked like that Donald Trump left for him. Not only that note, and you're right, Renee, it was quite horrifying. But here's the deal. I believe all of that. I believe all of that. I believe because, I believe all of that. There's so much that needs to be healed, repaired, and fixed in this country that I believe he left a mess, a nuclear reactive mess. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Well, I mean, we were talking about the COVID-19 statistics. I mean, we talked about
this. That's right.
We just found out that there was no vaccination plan in place. Biden's team has to start from scratch. So that means minus 45 lied again.
Yes.
He was incompetent. They were just going haphazardly and trying to submit this vaccination plan to help all these people, including ourselves, the population, get vaccinated. Can you
Right.
imagine that? You coming in the White House thinking, okay, where's the plan so we can modify it or do whatever we need to do to make sure, President Biden's goal is to vaccinate, what is it, 100 million, I think,
Yeah. Yes.
within the next 100 days. So you think you're going to have a roadmap to start, and now they have to start from scratch.
Well, with that being said, I heard a report today that by the end of February, early March, we will probably reach the over 500,000 death totals.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? We'll probably reach that by then, because keep in mind, last year this time, where are we? The end of January, we were just in the beginning of all of this. We had heard about it in December from Wuhan.
Right.
January, we're hearing some things. Keep in mind that tomorrow marks the anniversary, I think, of Kobe Bryant's death. And so, we were in the midst of all of that. We were still having events, all-star game, all of that had to come. So we're looking at another resurgence of this virus, the end of February, early March. And so that's why we've got to put our armor on and do what we need to do to try to, keep ourselves safe from this.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. But that just really, it saddens me that it's bad enough that President Biden knows what he's up against.
Yes.
He knew when he decided to run again because he wanted to get the soul of America back. As as we will say this throughout this broadcast, and we will continue to say it, give him time. He has people, and he's getting the right people in place. Give him time to implement, because it's gonna take time. It took 4 years for minus 45 to destroy whatever. Try to destroy democracy. It's going to take some time to repair it, and for democracy to truly prevail.
Yes. Well, there were a lot of people who wanted to make comments and make noise about what happened yesterday and what did he do to Black folks right out the gate. And I said to myself, my goodness, what do you mean? What did he do for Black folks out the gate? I said, the first day of anything, you've got to show unity and diplomacy among mankind. As I said, Lady Gaga reaches that younger demographic that and that demographic is Black, white. They all love Gaga. The LGBTQ community. She's considered a pop princess. So Gaga was a great representation of that demographic. J-Lo, I felt, handled the Latinx market, addressing people in Spanish, her performance, iconic fashion she had on, all of that. And then here's the deal. What was our piece of the pie is that beautiful 22-year-old young lady whose linguistic skills were just beautiful. That was our blessing yesterday, that we can show one of our own that is just dynamic and fabulous. And and thank you to Oprah for giving her that jewelry. Oprah gave her a ring that had a bird in it in honor of Maya Angelou. Wasn't that beautiful? So
and let's not forget, Art, because you're an ambassador for the ADA. There was a Black fire captain who not only was she recited in American Sign Language, so she represented that community. And let's not forget Eugene Goodman, our hero, our American hero, had the opportunity to escort Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. Come on, y'all need to just slow your roll.
Right.
And again, I believe yesterday it was normal. Civility has been restored again, but it's going to take time for him to implement, because he's the bipartisan. I call him bipartisan in chief, because think about it, ladies and gents. He was in the Senate for over 36 years. He knows both sides, and so he's going to do whatever he can to get his agenda done. He has the House. He has the Senate with Madam Vice President. Y'all need to just give him some time. It's only been a day, y'all. Chill.
Okay. No, that's okay. Can I help you off your soapbox? Can I? Look, give me your hand. Give me your hand so I can help you off your soapbox, babe. Look, you did it. You did it. You did very good, and that's how it works. That's right. Tell it like it is. That's what we do on this show. For those of you all that are just joining us, welcome to the Thursday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. I am glad to be here with you all tonight. That beautiful lady in the box next to me is our co-host, the one and only Miss K. Renee of Karen's Nugget. We are here Monday through Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are a reality news entertainment variety show. We are. You never know who might stop by. We had the honor and pleasure of the fabulous Miss Takia Crystal Kima, legendary actress from In Living Color. That's So Raven. And speaking of That's So Raven, 18 years ago this week, That's So Raven was released.
Really?
And yes, and That's So Raven was released to high viewership, high remarks. The fact that it was a Black, upwardly mobile family, much like that other show, The Cosby, that type of, in a morning time cartoon. I'll talk about it next week, but there was a lot of history made with That's So Raven. And as you guys all know, Takia was the mom on That's So Raven. So yes.
And let's not forget Miss Raven Simone. She keeps her coins. That child got money.
Yeah, yes.
She may look different, but she is definitely
okay.
okay.
Yeah, she's married too. Congratulations to her and her wife. But they are doing really well. Absolutely. So last night, there was a star-studded celebration. As we were on the air last night, this was all going on. I had the TV on here in the studio, so I was doing the show and watching last night. So this event last night, entitled Celebrating America, was seen on ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, MSNBC, the Smithsonian Channel, as well as it was streaming on the President's Inaugural Committee YouTube page and social media channels. And it was on a whole other cross-networking markets that were all trying to promote COVID-19 safety restrictions, much like shows like this. We'll get to that level one day. But yes, so this was I thought it was ingenious last night. People were at home. You could eat, drink, do what you want to. You could explain to your children what was going on. And the list of entertainers last night was just amazing. It featured Katy Perry, who did a great job. John Bon Jovi, Justin Timberlake, Demi Lovato, Ant Clemens, Bruce Springsteen, the Foo Fighters, and last but not least, our boy John Legend. And shout out to Mr. Tom Hanks, who was the host last night. Tom looked like he was cold as hell, though. He looked like he was, baby. Tom looked like I should have put on my woolens. He should have did a Bernie Sanders. He needed some Bernies. Right.
You need a coat and some mittens, exactly. But no, and then of course the fashion. I mean, both Dr. Jill and her white and her outfit was embroidered with all the 50 state flowers, and then Madam Vice President was decked in black. And one of my big sisters said, she had those black diamond earrings. I said, well, she's Madam Vice President.
That's right.
And the second gentleman is an entertainment lawyer. Enough said.
Yes, that's all. That's right. That's right. We are very happy and honored about both of them and just where they are. And so other Hollywood stars who joined last night's event was Eva Longoria, Kerry Washington, Lynn Manuel Miranda. Try saying that 3 times too fast. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, just a whole list of other people. The first MLB general manager, women's MLB general manager, Kim Ng, yes. And then, of course, the Bidens and the Harris also made a remark, or the Mr. Biden and Miss the Harris. Yes, absolutely.
Well, again, my favorite was the climax, the star-studded, the fireworks, and literally, I mean, why not have Katy Perry sing her song while the fireworks are going on? And I heard that news report that it took over 20,000 20,000 fireworks that were done in 4 minutes.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And look, and here's the perfect part about all of this. The celebration started at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it was over at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time because it was time for Uncle Joe to go to bed.
Thank you.
And look, and you could tell Madam First Lady's feet was starting to hurt her because she was starting to scooch after the day went on in them pumps. So we get it. We fully get it, and we know it was time for Uncle Joe to go to bed. He had a long day. We agree, and so it was great. It was absolutely great. It was just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
And you know, speaking of, we're not gonna call him Uncle Joe, but President Biden. You know, this morning he did an interfaith service, and it was virtual. But guess who sang? All right,
what? Who?
Miss Patty. Miss.
Oh,
Patty.
really?
Yes, she did. They showed a little shout out, and then you know Chicago's own Reverend Otis Moss was part of the interfaith piece. So Chicago, we still in the mix when it comes to government. So that's kind of cool.
Right. Well, and South Shore Drill Team was a part of it. All of the historically Black colleges, HBCUs, marching bands. So, I mean, you know, I felt as if everybody was represented. And then when they did that whole big display board of everybody dancing, I love all of this. I'm not mad about our new normal. I just wish we could do a few more things, but I love our new normal. I think it's okay. Yes.
I think we're going to get back to it. But, you know, the one thing that all the news reports are saying, you know, even the media is saying, President Biden is concerned about one thing right now. He has a whole host, and, you know, a lot of the news reports have talked about his orders, executive orders that he has written thus far. But his main primary goal right now is to curb this pandemic. Period.
Oh, okay.
That is his main thing. So, you know, we're gonna do our part, and that's why I'm hoping if you're watching President Biden, we're doing our part every night.
Every night. And speaking of doing our part every night, we are a health and wellness show. So we want to remind you guys that we are in the midst of a global pandemic. The best thing you can do is protect yourself. And we ask that you please, please, please wear a mask. My mask tonight says censored since Facebook blocked my post. I got censored. Thank God I own a mask that says it because Facebook blocked my post. They did. So when you wear your you're cute. Oh, go ahead. Oh, that's cute. You look nice. You really do.
Rock Innovation, Miss Raquel Graham.
Oh, yes, very nice.
I said I'll do something different tonight, and it's Relationship Thursday.
That's right. And I've been telling you all, masks are getting ready to be our new fashion trend. Shout out to Nancy Pelosi. Nancy been slaying it with her matching mask with her outfit. And that's what we all need to be doing. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to be wearing a mask until Michael Jackson walked the earth again. How about that? Okay, I know that's a long time. So listen, wear your mask. Make sure you cover your nose and your mouth. Cover your nose and your mouth. Don't have any gaps, your chin hanging out, none of that. Cover it real tight. All right. Another thing we want you to do is wash your hands. Please wash your hands. Where's my hand sanitizer? I can't find it.
I got you, Chad.
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, okay. Give me a little. Here we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. So make sure you put your hand sanitizer on real good, you guys. Clean under your nails, all of that. Soap and water is the best thing you can do. But if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Social distance, 6 feet in front of you, 6 feet behind you, 6 feet this way. You all know how to get people up off of you. So tell people, don't get on me, get off me, all of that great stuff. And if you're not feeling well, that's right. What do we say on this show?
Keep your ass at home.
That's right. Keep your ass in the house. It's perfectly okay to keep your ass in the house. Nobody will look at you funny. HR probably won't say anything other than let us know when you're feeling better. And so, you know, just take advantage of it. But if you are not feeling well, stay at home because we do not want people out here spreading COVID. We're trying to do whatever we can to curb this horrible, horrible virus. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. That's right. Booker T says, "Stay your ass
your
at home.
ass
Stay
home.
your ass
That's
at
right.
home." Right. That's right. Lord knows, as much as I like to be out, I got to stay my ass in the house until this pandemic is over. Yes. All right. Very good. Well, Kay Renee, anything else we need to talk about? We have our next guest coming up in just a little bit. We got a little time before she's up.
You know, I don't know if have you seen, let's see. I think I have an article regarding the headlines from across the world. Let's see if I can
Oh,
find that.
okay. About what has happened with our new administration.
Yes, let me see if I can
Oh, I
find that
love that. Matter of
quick.
fact, next week, you know what? You and I, the next time we're co-hosting together, we'll have to talk about presidents who walked into turbulent times. See, keep in mind, Joe Biden is not the first president to ever walk into extremely turbulent times. And so I do have those histories. I'll share it with the audience next week.
Okay, here's
Uh-huh.
some of the headlines from all over the world.
Okay.
London. Let's see what London, Canada, of which Prime Minister, which he's so cute, Justin Trudeau, who
Mr. Trudeau.
President Biden
Yeah.
is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's see what their headlines is. Democracy is fragile. That was Biden's first act. That was the headline in Canada. Let's see for the United Kingdom. Let's see what they have to say. Democracy has prevailed.
Mm-hmm.
And then in their oh, this is funny. In their Daily Mail, that's the tabloid one. It says,
Yes.
gone. Let's go, Joe.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And then their other one says, now make America great again. So
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people all over the world
the
are
world is
excited.
watching us.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Watching.
Well, everybody had a question about the caftan that our former first lady had on. You know, when she left the White House, she had on Chanel and Prada, and she had on Louboutin pumps. But when she got to Florida yesterday, she had changed clothes to be able to be welcomed in her new look. So she had on a caftan. That was a $3,700 Gucci caftan she had on.
Heck, she can go to the mail order and get. Well, I get my caftans for $19.95. I don't know what.
Do you understand me? We can send her the moo-moos are us, and they'd have been able to do the same thing she had on yesterday. Like you got just because it had the little Gucci symbols, but that was a $3,700 caftan. I don't get that. Like really, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to.
They're gonna need to go to Moo Moo's RS because when now, I'm sure you heard news reports regarding minus 45. Moscow Mitch, the Senate minority leader, because he's no longer the majority in the Senate, he's asking for his Democratic counterparts to push back the impeachment trial on minus 45. And they got to think about that. But I think it's a good thing because you push it back a few weeks, you get more time to get as much evidence as possible.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They'll do it.
Yeah.
Biden has a lot to do. So,
yes, I want our country to get back on track. I want people who are suffering, people who need to have benefits extended, all of that, insurance, all of that. We need to get people back healed, whole, and complete. So no, all of that, we know he was wrong. We know he was a weasel, and we'll deal with it accordingly. But it's all good. All right. Well, with that being said, it is Thursday night, and we want to welcome you guys to the Thursday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. It's Thursday night, so that means it is the Thursday night edition. Doesn't that make sense? I guess. I don't know. It is Relationship Thursday, and each and every week we're doing whatever we can to try to help bring you to love in 2021. Dating has changed quite a bit. So if you're newly divorced, if you've not been out on a date in a while, if just a lot of different things, now more than ever, people are going to have to learn to meet people in a completely different way. We always talk to people on this show about, so have you been dating? A lot of people have said, yes, I've been online dating, things like that. But you need to know what to do. If you've not been online dating in a while, if you have old profile pictures, all of that good stuff. And a lot of you guys are suffering with what is called post-traumatic stress disorder. I think that's how we call it that. If not, she'll correct us. The amazing lady who's here with us tonight is an author, a speaker, a relationship practitioner. She happens to be a good friend of mine who is just doing some amazing things in this world. Ladies and gentlemen, and I think this is her first time on this show. I think it is.
And let's not forget, she's a love strategist. Let's keep
Yes,
that.
yes, darling. Yes, a
Love
strategist. A
strategist. I love
strategist.
it.
Yes, I do too. I like anything that strategizes and I like anything that loves. I do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the show, our good friend, the amazing Miss Elizabeth Overstreet. Hey.
Hey. Thanks for getting that love strategist in there.
Yes,
Hey,
yes,
we sisters.
yes,
I gotta make sure you are lifted high, Miss Elizabeth.
yes. How are you, Elizabeth? Happy New Year. So good to see you.
Happy New Year. I'm so glad to be here in 2021. It feels a little extra special with this pandemic and a bit of a crazy world we've been living in. It's felt like the world's upside down for the
Yes.
last several years. So it's good to be here. I feel grateful, and another year means there's more opportunities to grow and love and be happy and enjoy our lives too. So.
Oh, I love it. I really do. Well, every time we've talked, you've always given just such great advice. I try to tap into you at the beginning of the year so that we're able to set some of the parameters up to be able to have healthy, loving relationships. We're in the middle of a pandemic now. So I guess everything is pretty much online now, or are people still going out on dates?
I think some people might be sneaking in some dates. They're not supposed to be doing that, but I think that could be happening. But I do think there's a lot of virtual dates going on. I think there's a lot of more outdoor socially distanced events that are happening where people are trying to meet people. So I still think people, they're still wanting to find love. And I think the pandemic really helped us like reprioritize what was important. And the thing that we missed the most was like people we loved, whether it was family, friends who got on our nerves, right? Before the pandemic, those were the things we at our core were missing. So people started really, I think, rethinking their relationships. And we've talked about this at nauseum, me and you, Art, that like a lot of people either determined at the end of this, in the middle of this pandemic, that they were very compatible with who they were with, or they need to make some decisions, right? Or that they just need to take a break. So I think all are good places, to be in. So
Yes.
you could, get to the right place.
Oh, I love it. Well, I know quite a few people that I'm able to say congratulations to. They actually found love during the pandemic. I know some people that called me and said, you know what? I can't take another minute. I'm out of here. And I was like, oh my God, are you talking about me or your relationship? No. And so you're right.
It's about me.
Yeah. It's about me. It's about me, right? But you're right. People, now more than ever, this has really made us have to think things out. And then for people who may not have been in any type of relationship, but then, now that online dating has become so attractive, we possibly could encourage them to put their toe in the water. What do you think about that?
I think online dating is fine, it's healthy. I think that during this pandemic, we're challenged in a different way to actually get to know one another. Because of the social distancing, because of the risk of COVID, you actually have to see, get more creative about the way you're dating, and you actually have to pay attention more to who you're dating. So I think it's actually a unique opportunity to like get people out of the way that might not be really compatible with you, because you're forced to actually have dialogue and interaction. And I think you learn pretty quickly, like either it's for you or it's not for you.
Okay, very good. So now tonight you're here to talk to us about post dating or post relationship traumatic disorder, correct? Is that what we said?
So I
Okay,
call it relationship PTSD.
right.
Because I think sometimes we go through relationships and, in the beginning, it starts off really good. That's the easier part of it. But as as time transpires, either it continues to go well, or it can go really bad. And so there's a lot of regret and frustration on the end of that relationship. So I kind of have 3 techniques that can help people through that.
Okay.
So my first one would be deconstructing your past relationship. So I think it's important to take time to heal and to be still. And that's right, I made a Jesse Jackson rhyme. Take time to heal and be still. So, break down what has happened in your relationships before. Look for the patterns, because there's always patterns in our relationship. What are people telling us
Yes.
about ourselves? And that's that self-accountability piece. And then I think that
Wait. Now I'm gonna have to stop you there for a minute, Elizabeth. You know I got to come in
I
when
know it.
when you say patterns. Now I heard K Renee, girl, amen, yes, all of that. I get that, but I'm trying to figure out, like, for men, what would be our pattern? We love good sex. We love our free time. So I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I digress.
I think everyone has a pattern. I don't care if you're a man or a
Everyone
woman. There's a pattern of who you attract. There's a pattern of the type of relationships you fall in, and there's a pattern to how your relationships end. And if you can't break that pattern, I don't care who you find. You could find the greatest person in the world, but if you don't deal with your own self, you're going to keep having that pattern. And we've seen it. We've had friends where we see them with a great person and we're like, that's a good person. And then they start telling you things and you're like, oh, they're going to mess this up too. This relationship is not going to work because they haven't broken their own patterns, right? So some of it is like their own self-limiting beliefs about like what love looks like how healthy, how to have a healthy relationship. Some of it is selfishness, right? Some of it is not being accountable for their actions. And so I agree that people have basic needs, like you talked about. We all have basic needs, but I think we definitely have similar patterns that either can forecast whether your relationship's going to be successful or not successful.
Wow, incredible.
She's on point. I mean, I have a original quote: when it comes to unmasking your true selves, I believe in patterns and not apologies. So you have to be able to determine those patterns. And if it's you have to look in the mirror and really do some soul searching. So I'm a 13-year. I tell people, Elizabeth, when men ask me, say, what's your marital status? I'm happily divorced. They're like, what? I've never heard that. Why are you happily divorced? I said, would you want me to say I'm unhappily married? I can at least honestly say that. But I had to do some soul searching because I wish you and I had a conversation 13 years early when I got divorced, because the patterns that you talk about, I was a bitter bitch. Let me put it like, I'm gonna put it out there.
Right.
Very bitter bitch. So I had to do that. It took me a little bit longer than most.
See, I think for you to admit that is very wise and very vulnerable and very honest. And then until you can admit things like that, you can't move to the next relationship.
Exactly.
So you recognize that. And I think what people miss is that if you keep having failures in relationship, you are the common denominator, right? You're in all these relationships. So you're 50% of the problem and 100% of the solution. And you can only be 100% of the solution if you go inside yourself and say, okay, what am I needing to self-correct? Because you're the only part of that dynamic that you can control. Can't control what the other person's doing, but you can control how you react and interact and how you deal with that relationship. So I think that often gets overlooked. I know I'm getting a little like
No, you're perfect. So let's go to point number 2. What's the next point you have for us?
So I say come up with a clear plan of action. This is that self-accountability quotient. I think people are always going to go back to who they are. You're always going to be who you are. You need to be clear on who you are as a person, but the key is to have self-awareness of where you need to correct your actions. Because no matter what relationship you're in, who you are as a person is always going to show up. You can only hide so much, but who you are always appears. And I think that's what leads to a lot of relationship breakdowns, because people don't feel comfortable or they try to hide aspects of themselves. But you're in the right relationship when you could be true to who you are. And it's such a simple concept, but it's such a misconcept because people constantly try to force. But then years pass, and what happens? They come back and say, I just couldn't be who I was. I didn't feel comfortable. I had to put on a facade. And that's what creates that anguish and that frustration in a relationship and that breakdown.
Yes. I agree with you 100% on that. K Renee, how you feeling over there? You all right?
Oh my goodness. As I said, I needed Miss Elizabeth 13 years ago. So that I could have been on a better path. Because it did, I mean, as I said earlier, it took me a while to recognize how bitter I was during my divorce. And I, was blaming him all the time. Now, I'll take responsibility. Now I can take responsibility for my part and then deal with the real. But it took a long time. So Miss Elizabeth, I guess, there's a saying, people come into your life for a reason. So thank you, Miss Elizabeth, for coming into my life right now. Because you gave me validation.
And that's
Thank
the
you for being
same.
honest. Yeah. Go ahead.
That was the same thing I was going to say. Thank you so very much, because Lord knows what makes ratings on shows are bitter Black women. I love
Oh my God.
it.
Can we say Real Housewives for every
Right,
couple?
right.
Loving Black women
I'm
with
like,
Real Housewives,
I'm
very
like,
kosher. All
no,
those shows are
yo,
about bitterness.
yes. I'm like, look, K. Renee, darling, your bitterness is perfect bitterness for this show. Right. Right. Don't worry about it. Because it keeps us talking about what we've all been through. You
And look,
understand?
I can only speak to these things because I've been there too. So like I
Mm-hmm.
coach people, and it's clearly easy for me to see it in other people, right? But I've been there
Right.
too. I've been married, I've been divorced. I remember dating someone, and he said, "You're just angry." I'm like, "Me? I'm angry." And I remember being like, you reflect, right? And you hear things. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty negative. Like I have I have some things I need to work on. So a lot of the things I'm sharing with people are things I've also been through. So I understand what it's like to feel that way. I understand sometimes why circumstances may dictate you feeling that way. But I think
Mm-hmm.
the key is really not to stay stagnant, right? Like you
Exactly.
definitely have to go through your emotions, especially in a divorce situation or coming out of a bad relationship, because there are some traumatic relationships I've seen people deal with. And so I don't want to negate that there's a process to getting out of those
Right.
relationships and healing. But I think it's really key at some point to take a step forward, because otherwise you're just going backwards.
I agree. I
Mm-hmm.
agree.
Yeah.
No, and you're right, because if I didn't go through what I have gone through, I can really honestly say this. I've learned to love again. But it had to start with Karen first. It had to start with
Exactly. We're gonna
self-love
get to that
and
one.
self-care first. So no,
Mm-hmm.
I don't regret. Let me just be clear on that. I'm just at least letting you know I was that bitter bitch. Okay.
No, and I agree, because I think like divorce, let's be honest, it's almost like something dying. And so
It's
Yes.
that.
it's similar, it's
Yes.
That.
loss. So it's similar to
Yes.
the stages you go through when you lose someone you love.
Right.
It's in a
Exactly.
different way, but there is anger, there is frustration, there's
Yep.
bargaining, there's
Denial.
acceptance, and the
Right.
healing. It takes time.
Yeah,
Right.
it
Because
does.
when we set out to marry someone or to be in a relationship, our goal is typically to have a sustainable relationship, whether that's through marriage or a long-term partnership. We have goals to be in it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about this topic. If we really like just constantly floating around, we would not be talking about how do we have a healthy relationship? How do we find that person that's the right person? It's in us to want that connection. So a divorce, there's so much on the heels of that you have to go through emotionally to
Yep.
heal.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, K. Renee, I don't want you to don't go changing.
Stop that.
Just don't go changing.
I'm not bitter anymore.
Right,
I'm
right,
more.
right.
I go towards the end of brilliance, but I'm not bitter. That's the
Yes,
key.
amen, amen, amen. See, and look, and if you write a list of anything we need to work out, I can find us somebody to talk about it. How about that?
That's a good thing. That's
Yes,
a good
yes. Well,
thing.
Elizabeth, what is your last and final point for us? Which is sure something I believe we all should know, but if not, I'm sure you're gonna refresh our memory about what we need to be doing next.
So K Renee nailed it. Enjoy your time being single. Like I know everyone's like looking for that next thing, but I think the best thing you can do is take advantage of your time alone. Get to know yourself. And I always use the example or analogy of a house. If a house is built on poor foundation, a storm can come through and knock it down. But if a house is
Yes.
built on a strong foundation, then it's much more difficult to disrupt that house. Build your house. Focus on your own self. Like you're not
Mhm.
going to always be single, and then when you're in a relationship, your time and your focus is going to be split. It's different priorities, right? And
Mhm.
Kay Renee, you know that from being married. So take
Oh yeah.
advantage of your downtime. Now, some people are gonna say, okay, I know that I've had a lot of downtime through COVID. What other things would you say? And I would say, be intentional and strategic about love. We're strategic about our careers. We're strategic
Yes.
about things travel we want to do. We'll plan a trip
Yes.
for like a year that we're going to
Yep.
take. But then when it comes to finding love, we won't invest that time and energy into it, even though that person's going to affect you so much if they come into your life. So have
Yep.
a vision of like who that person is. And so for my husband, this is a very true story. Before I even met him, I had like a list of vision of like what he looked like. Thank God he was handsome, because I didn't know if that was going to happen. I had attributes that he was going to be funny, that he was going to be humble, that he was going to be empathetic. I had deal breakers, things I just couldn't. you know, like I couldn't deal with, I wasn't going to deal with. And the irony is when we met, I found out later as we talked about it, because I showed it to him, the vision statement I had written about what he, you know, my partner was going to look like. And he had a vision board too of what his partner was going to look like. So I feel like you can, just like we push forward hard to get other things in our life, we could do the same with relationships, but we just got to be more intentional about it. And when you create a vision, it doesn't mean you're creating an endless list of things that are nebulous about someone, but you're being intentional and you're positioning in your mind mentally to reframe your thinking so that when that person comes in, if they don't fit, you're not going to waste your time because you built your house already. You know what you deserve. Exactly. So I just think that's the other key. Enjoy your time, be intentional about it. It doesn't mean when you build a strong house, you're not going to attract people that are not compatible with you or that are difficult. Right. But what it will do is it will limit your time with them because you're going to be smarter. You're going to feel more confident about who you are. So you're going to be like, no, this is not enough for me. I'm worthy of more. But that has to come internally and intrinsically first. So that's my third piece of advice.
Validation, because that is actually, I have my own list as well. So no, you have validated everything. I'm on the right path. But and the thing about it is, and Art and I, we've talked about this. For me personally, I just want to get everything else because I know how God works. Because when He feels He's right, it don't matter what happens. He's going to be there. Yeah. So that's the thing for me. But you know, you're my sister for life now. So you know, I just want.
I'm here for you, K. Renee. I'm here for
validating everything that I have gone through up to this point. Because see, again, as I said earlier, when men come to me and they say, "What's your marital status?" and I say, "I'm happily divorced," they get real intimidated. What do you mean you don't want to get married? I said, "But you didn't ask me that. You asked me what my status was. Right. I'm happy for it."
When it's the right guy, K. Renee, he's going to ask the follow-up question. He's going to be like, what do you mean by that? Just like you said, he'll get you and he'll be like, oh, I get it. But you just have not met that person yet. But it doesn't mean it can't happen. And I have the best love story that I'll make very short, Arcs. I know we.
No, you got time because look, I told you I've been crying ever since the other day. So yes, you have time.
Get a little emotional.
You are
told him I was married.
No, you did not. Please do go right ahead. Yes.
So I met a woman who had not ever been married her whole life. Okay. Mm-hmm. And she met someone much later in life, actually at the age of 55. And she said people would always be like, why aren't you married? When are you going to get married? And she said during that time, like realistically, she had a dad she had to take care of who was sick. She had a mom who she had to take care of who were sick and they passed on. Mm-hmm. And she said, but she's like, I just didn't meet anyone I felt that was worthy of me marrying. Because she has such a high regard for herself, right? Like not in a narcissistic way, but in a healthy way. Like she's like, I know what I want. When I see it, I will be all in it. So there was a childhood friend she had that came back in her life. And I told her I want to write her story because I think women need to hear this. This guy is like everything she wanted. Like he treats her like a queen. They've been together like about 4 years now. He built her a house from the ground up. He's a planner. He asked her, like, you know, she has her own business. And he was like, I know you have your own business. And he's a corporate attorney. And he was like, I want us to definitely have this relationship, but I want you to be happy. She said it was so different because I think that's the hard part is sometimes when we're not used to something that's healthy or good for us, it's so different. Sometimes it feels boring. You're like, where's the drama? When's the other shoe gonna drop? And she said, Elizabeth, I'm just so happy. Like, I'm so happy I waited. And she's like, we have such a great relationship. And you could hear it the way she talked about him. She lit up. She's like, our friendship is just like, he respects me. I respect him. I understand what he's trying to do. He understands what I'm trying to accomplish. And she's like, this man he designed my ring that he asked her to marry her with. He's like, he designed this house for her. He asked her what was important in the house. She said she didn't even know he was designing the house. She thought thought he was just asking her advice because they were having these dates, but she didn't know if it was going anywhere. And she said, he finally said to her, yeah, I'm getting ready to get married. And she said, what? You're getting ready to get married to who? And he was like, to you. So it was like the sweetest story in a way. And she's like, oh my God. Because she said her heart like stopped. She thought there was someone.
I know it did.
But I want women to hear that, to know that, like, don't settle. Don't settle. Like, I think this sense of desperation creeps in with women and men where we make poor decisions based out of feeling like we're not going to find that person. And it doesn't work in the long term because it's not who you're supposed to be with. So take your time and don't settle, and let that story. Now, you may not get the built house customized with the kitchen and all that, but you still could get a good partner. So I just thought that story. I'm like, I told her, I said, you need to share that story, because people need to understand, like, sometimes there is a reward at the end of waiting for what you want. It's not always on your timeline.
Well, the one thing I must say about you, Elizabeth Overstreet, and just full disclosure, she and I met, like, you know, someone pitching me to be on my show back then at the time. And we just ended up developing a wonderful friendship and business, you know, relationship. And Elizabeth has just always been very determined about what it is that she wanted from a relationship, what, you know, very methodical about the process. And so when I found out the other day that she had gotten married, and I didn't know this, it just took me back, because it's so beautiful that she's just like 4 other women that I know, 3 other women that spoke it into existence, and they stuck to their plan on getting married, and they did it during a pandemic. So shout out to all these sisters that pulled it off. And I'm gonna talk to these couples about, you know, getting married during a pandemic, because that, when a lot of people are trying to run, these people came to each other.
Yeah, it's ironic because we talked about it, me and my husband, like we're like, we really like each other, because we got through the pandemic. We're getting along pretty well, because people were talking about all of their nuances. And I'm not saying everything was perfect. Like, I was cleaning a lot and doing certain things that he was like, wow, you're really a little bit OCD here. But overall, on a big level, like, we had a lot in common. We had fun with that time. We enjoyed each other. And we really looked at it as an opportunity to just be a little more deliberate with what we were doing and to have time with each other. Because I think a lot of people were a little frantic, like, oh my God, what are we going to do next? And I was like, it's quiet for once. Like, this is kind of a good thing in a way. We needed that slow down period to kind of help us self-reflect and really realize, like, what was important. So for us, we walked out in the end and said, we can survive this. We might have something good. You
can survive anything. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It really, really is. Hey, Renee, anything in closing you want to say to Elizabeth before we let her go tonight?
She's my sister now. I'm gonna have to give her a call, because, you know, the one thing, I'm just very grateful that she gave me validation. You know, I'm being an only child, Elizabeth. I like to do things on my own. So even though when I got divorced and I had to go through that period, because like your wonderful young lady who has found her king, you know, I was a caregiver to both of my parents. I went through all that. So, you know, when I travel by myself. I'm comfortable doing that. Where a lot of people say, how could you do it by yourself? Easy. Get packed up and then plan a ticket and go. So for me, I know when it's the right person, he's going to come. But right now, I'm just focusing on Karen. But I want to, before you go, tell us about your book.
Oh yeah, so I have a book. It's called Love You and He Will Too. The Smart Woman's Roadmap for Happy and Healthy Relationships, and it's on Amazon. And it goes to a lot of my philosophy around relationships, and pretty much is that you really got to work on yourself first, and you got to love yourself first, because that is your only way, I feel like, to really get what you want on the other side. And I think a lot of times we go outside in, but we got to go inside out, meaning that we look for other people to satisfy those parts of ourselves that are missing, and it doesn't work that way. And the best example I think of is when Jada was talking about her, what did she call it? Her affair? I forgot how she said it.
Oh, her entanglement. Her entanglement. Yes.
And you know, and she was like, well, I had to realize it was my responsibility to make myself happy. We've heard people say that a million times. Michelle Obama said the same thing. She would look at Barack and be like, man, he's going to play basketball. He's making time for himself. And I'm in the house cleaning and cooking and doing this and that. And then she's like, you know what? This is on me. I got to be assertive and take time for myself. And I think as women, we are natural caregivers. We are naturally pouring into a lot of people. So when we can take that step of figuring out like what we need and being assertive enough to take it is huge to help to empower us when we are in a relationship. And so that's what I talk a lot about in my book, is self-love.
Wow, very good. All right. And it's ElizabethOverstreet.com, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes, ElizabethOverstreet.com, you guys. That's where you can find our wonderful friend. Elizabeth, I love you so much.
Love you
Congratulations,
too.
my friend, on your amazing marriage. The wedding pictures were just beautiful. You met a perfect guy. You two really look like high school sweethearts in the picture.
That's
You
really
really,
sweet. I'll
yeah,
take that.
you both look like high school sweethearts. So like you on a prom date together. So that's what made it so beautiful. Yeah. So
It was an
congrats.
amazing day. It was a really
Oh,
amazing celebration. It was very intimate. We were like, we actually got to enjoy each other. So we had a very COVID safe, ceremony where we didn't have anyone except like the photographer and the videographer,
yes.
and the minister. But then we recorded it for everyone. But we were like, we actually got to enjoy our day, and we did. It was just a lovely ceremony, really touching. We both
Oh,
cried. I was trying not to mess up my makeup. I was like, oh
oh,
no.
yes.
But it
Well,
was really nice.
I'm just overcome with emotion that my dear friend,
Mhm.
somebody who became my friend, and you said it, you said it, you said it, you said it. And really, you are someone, that is really setting a prime example that you can do it if you really put your mind to it. All right.
Absolutely.
Well,
Amen.
we love you so much, Elizabeth. Let's see. I think you
Yes.
got feedback. You did an outstanding job.
Oh, yeah.
Debbie Green was saying she loved her me time. Yeah, me
That's
time is
right.
Go
important. You
Debbie.
are. Yeah, me time is important.
Mhm.
Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, the amazing Miss Elizabeth Overstreet. You guys go visit her on the web at
Thank you for having me on the
www.
show.
Oh,
I
are you
appreciate
kidding
it.
me? I love you. Hopefully, we can have you back again real
Of
soon.
course, always,
All right,
always.
you guys. Elizabeth Overstreet. Good
All
night.
right.
We love
Bye
you.
Thanks,
See
bye.
you
Love you
later.
Elizabeth.
guys.
All right.
Thanks,
Bye.
babe. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yes.
and I love you. I wasn't expecting that, Art. Was
Oh,
not
well.
expecting that. No, in a good way. And so, she just has a wonderful aura around her and just beautiful inside. So that is just wonderful to hear that she was able to get married in the midst of a global pandemic. So that just lets you know.
Yes. Let me check on our next guest. Wasn't that great? That was really,
Oh,
really a lot of
yeah,
fun. That
yeah.
that was excellent, excellent, excellent in many ways. Yes. Hmm. Oh, there we go. All right, very good. Well, listen, as you guys all know, today is our Friday. It is. And
Yeah.
when we come back on Monday, I'm doing a very, very special show. Recently in the news in Chicago, there was a story about property at 87th and Kedzie that used to be famed Luther South High School. Luther South was built in 1951 at 87th and Kedzie. And over the course of the years, Luther South has had a host of just amazing people to graduate from that high school, from known celebrities to famed athletes to very talented people of all walks of life. And so Monday night, we're dedicating the entire show to the oral history or the spoken history of Luther South. Whose land was it? Who was how did the land come about? How was the school built? When was the school first integrated? Some of the famous people who went there. We'll talk about sports. Sports played a dominant role at Luther South. And we'll talk to someone who graduated from the last class in the late 2000s.
Oh, wonderful.
So it'll be a wonderful conversation Monday night, very special show, paying homage to my alma mater, Luther High School South, south side of Chicago. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh, Kim thought that last segment was
Ah,
good. Yeah, Elizabeth Overstreet was amazing. She really,
she
really was.
is.
She really
Is.
was. All
You
right.
find
Okay,
you
Renee, you
find the
okay?
best. You
Huh?
find the best, honey. You find
Oh,
the
I,
best
I
people.
I try to, darling. That's what we do on this show. We have the best people. This is a reality news entertainment show. We do real people, real advice, all of that. As I told you, the angry black woman is marketable. Is she marketable? She really is. Because guess what? I want to help us all to be peaceful, harmonious, and just do what we need to do to be better people.
Absolutely.
Well, our next guest this evening is one of my favorites. Yes, she is. She is the amazing Miss Xavia Fox, the Foxy Fox. She also is a relationship strategist, but I love her more than anything for being a zodiac practitioner. And every year, no matter where I am, no matter what platform, we always talk to Xavia Fox about our zodiacs and what our zodiacs have in store for us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. Our girl, your girl, my girl, and if she ain't your girl, after this is over, she will be. She will be your girl. I promise you that. She will be the amazing Miss Xavia Fox. Hey,
hey, how you doing? How you doing?
How are you, darling? How you doing?
I am great. I am great. How are you guys doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And Happy New You, Miss Xavia.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We have a Black woman vice president. It's a great thing going on.
Yes.
Xavia,
all is right with the world.
Yes,
it is. Yes,
Xavia, you look amazing tonight. How have you been weathering through the pandemic? How, I know you've had some tragedy in your family, but how's things been going overall for you since we've last talked? Because really it was last summer when I, probably talked to you, but then the last time I had you on the show was last year, this time before the pandemic.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the zodiac predictions from last year. As of course, the Leo, I'm a Leo Virgo. So Leo, it said that 2020 was going to be a very social year for Leos.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much.
Right. Not so much. Not so much. I know.
Much. So yeah, but I've been good. My dad passed in October, so I'm a few months out from that. Dealing with the pandemic has been interesting because, I'm holistic and I've been holistic for a long time. I do know people who have had the coronavirus. I only know one person that actually passed from it, but I have a friend who had 8 people that passed from it. So, it's definitely out here, and it's definitely something that we should be serious about. But most of all, we should always be focused on our health from a holistic, natural point of view. Your is definitely your wealth. I've been saying that for years. If you don't have your health, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters if you don't have your health. So I'm hoping that this will prompt a lot of people to get more involved with their health. I used to talk to people about eating pork and drinking soda and stuff. And, people always say, well, you got to die from something.
Right.
But then something came along.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And right. People were happy about that. So
that's right.
It's a double-edged sword. It is real, but you have to stay on top of your health in order to fight anything off, really.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are so honored to have you here this evening. I'm a huge person. You are huge as far as into zodiacs and the astrology, just all of that. And so let's start tonight. Where are we gonna start in the zodiac sign? Who are we gonna start with?
Okay, well, I'm gonna just tell you a few things real quick, and then I'd like to start with Capricorn, because you kind of kick off the new year with Capricorn. But I just want to say a couple things. So the Earth zodiac signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, will receive a big surprise in their love life in 2021. There's going to be great chances to meet that special person who will turn upside down and even convince them to take the step toward marriage. All right, now, after long efforts to find her great love, the Leo woman will finally find her soulmate, probably when she least expects it. And the eccentric and fun nature of this zodiac sign will attract like a magnet in 2021, the curious and adventurous Libra man. So, all right, Leo women, that Libra man, that's who we're going to be attracting this year. Now, I'm going to start off with Capricorn. So I'm going to give you some general information, then I'm going to tell you some stuff about the particular months that kind of stood.
Okay. All right. Go right ahead.
So no matter how attached you are to your partner, your true desire is to sow your oats. Be sure and think of the consequences of this behavior. So Capricorn about to stray a little bit. The single Capricorn will have their chance to fall in love. A charming person who you thought was innocent could make you fall in love. Your relationship with the opposite sex will be full of romance toward the end of the year. The meetings are going to be great, but it is rather unlikely to end up in marriage. Noteworthy months: July, your pride will trigger conflicts, but they will have a constructive finality. Ultimately, you'll quit the habits that have put your relationship in danger. In September, there's good news for you. If you already have a serious relationship, things take a positive turn. You will solve your intimate problems. Is that ED? I don't know. Anyway, and you will rediscover the feelings that united you in the first place.
Oh yeah, it had to been ED if that was the case. Then if the feeling reunite, the feeling come back after a while. Not that I would know personally.
That's not
right.
That's not our sign. That's Capricorn. Go ahead, Ms. Xavia.
Okay, so where were we? You will quit the habits that have put your relationship in danger. So August, you have a crazy mood for adventure and extravagance in sex. You will experience a lot, and you will reach new limits of sexual satisfaction. So Capricorn about to be getting it in this year. September is good news for you. If you already have a serious relationship, things take a positive turn. You will solve your intimate problems. So yeah, it was ED. And you will rediscover the feelings that united in the first place. You don't have anyone to love right now. You have all the chances to meet someone special. Don't refuse any chance to flirt, and you will find love. In November, fortunately, the strong influence of Venus in your zodiac sign from November of 21 until March of 22 makes you more sensual, more open to intimacy, and more emotional. Capricorn is pretty much going to find love. In December, Venus has a positive influence, and if you're having issues with your partner, you will make efforts to solve them and move on together. And of course, your most compatible signs are Taurus and Cancer. And that is Capricorn.
Okay. All right. Continue on.
Right.
You ready for Aquarius?
Yes. Right on. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Aquarius.
You know what? Okay. I need to ask you all a question. How do I invite people for a watch party? How do I do that?
You have to go to the Facebook page. Are you on your Facebook? Where's your Facebook page?
I'm on my, okay. Do I have to do it on?
Go to my page.
I'm recording from the phone.
Recording. Are you on your phone doing the show?
I'm doing the show on my phone, but my computer is up, of course, because that's where my information.
Go to your Facebook page.
Okay.
On the computer, and then go to my page.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I had people kind of waiting. Okay, and so then right here. So when I share,
hit share.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. And then look, you giving us valuable information, and hit start watch party. Right. Look, we'll be all damn night till you finish this.
That's right.
Did it do it?
It don't say start watch party. It says share now public. It gives me my regular share.
Share. Just share now public.
Okay.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Yay.
All right.
Because I got some people that's waiting. They was telling me what their zodiac sign was.
Yes.
So we're Aquarius now. And
okay.
It's going to be euphoric in 2021. The first month will bring the chance of a new beginning in the love life for many. A possible love at first sight for some may occur on a trip abroad or unexpected meeting with a stranger. Well, I would expect that they would have to be a stranger, huh? Okay, right. After
I can't believe y'all doing all this during damn COVID season, but that ain't my business. Ain't none of this my business. But okay, I digress. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ms. Xavia.
Please go ahead.
Those who are open to it, I mean, you can't really kiss nobody though, because you don't know where they've been, and we ain't even with other people. You just kind of talking about what have you exposed yourself to. I don't know what you've been doing. Anyway, after a few months, you're going to have an uncomfortable feeling of insecurity. If your romantic relationship doesn't fully satisfy you, you might need to end it and start over. Some of the natives will do this with no remorse whatsoever. Most of the Aquarians will still feel attached to their partners. However, they are not going to try and improve the situation. During the last months, you will tend to think too much of the future and too less of the present. This attitude will cause conflicts, especially if your partner is a Libra. Right now, you may be feeling like it's time for a change or for stepping to the next level in the relationship with your partner. Okay. In April, these are noteworthy months. April, love flows through your veins and you are emanating sexuality with Jupiter in the house of love. In June, your initiative and imagination will help you significantly improve your sex life. Everybody is getting into this sex thing. I guess people get
all during COVID seasons, y'all nasty. Wear masks, wrap it up, sanitize, all that nasty. I ain't mad. I'm not mad. I'm not player hating. I'm just trying to tell y'all what to do.
It might be
I ain't player hating now.
They feel like they safe then. In August, if you're in a relationship, now we're talking to Aquarius. If you're in a relationship in August, it's likely to face a communication issue, which may lead to minor conflicts in your couple's life. In September, with Mars in the house of relationships, you become more provocative and sexy. Your gestures are more direct. Your actions are more naughty. And your words more transparent than ever. In the second part of the month, expect romantic surprises and events with a happy ending.
I know what happy ending means.
We all love a happy ending.
I know what happy ending means.
Happy ending. Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
We're still talking to Aquarius, and for October of this year, those in a relationship will make a radical transformation for the sake of peace in the relationship. In November, you will realize that your expectations of love and relationships in general are exaggerated. You need to come back down to earth and realize that life is not the same as in your imagination and try to be happy with reality. In December, if you had a positive attitude in love lately, starting December, it is possible your mind may be filled with dark thoughts. This is for Aquarius. You may feel lonely. This is for December. Aquarius, for December, you may feel lonely even if you are with someone. That's the worst. That is the worst, to feel lonely and you with someone. And in case you are not involved in a relationship, you may engage in dangerous encounters. Is that unprotected sex or?
I don't know, because all of this is still going on during COVID season. So
we're talking about love.
I know we are. We optimistic. We are, but I just need you to go get that COVID test. I need you to show me your results in 72 hours after taking them.
That's right.
And then I need to have everything else tested and checked. And I'll go do the same. I'll join you. Right.
And
okay.
Is most compatible with Leo and Sagittarius.
Okay.
We are on to Pisces.
Pisces. That fish in the water, that fish.
Now, you know, so I do all my research on these. So I met a Pisces, and after I read this the first time through, I'm scared. I don't know if I should.
Oh my! Oh boy! What is it? What's being said about these Pisces?
Talk about these water bears.
Right.
So Pisces will make a love connection with someone well influenced, and you can expect much satisfaction with this, at least in the first half of 2021. But don't move too fast. Get to know your partner before you get seriously involved in a relationship. It's better to take it slowly so you can later avoid a breakup, which is always painful. Don't be too discreet or too shy. I didn't know Pisces were shy. If you are around someone who causes you strong emotions, express your feelings. If during a euphoric moment, you make a great promise to your lover, you will be forced to honor it. This will make you feel very uncomfortable because you don't like to be constrained in any way. Now, I know, what might a euphoric moment be that would make you make a great promise?
I'll wait till you get to Scorpio and tell you. I'll wait till we get to Scorpio. Right now, I'm not going to shame myself because Pisces may not like it the way I do.
Scorpio for him, Virgo for me. So, you know, when you get to those two, we can't tell
you. Right, a Pisces, it might be a tuna sandwich on whole wheat or something. You know what I'm saying? It might be right. Right.
Shoot.
Look, you know that Miss Kim Coleman is a Pisces because we're gonna be celebrating her birthday soon.
Okay.
But I'm a Scorpio and that's a Virgo. We couldn't tell you because again, it might be extra piece of chicken fried heart with some hot sauce might turn them. So I don't know. But with me, I'll tell you what that definition is later. So continue on, Madam. Yeah. Right.
That's Scorpio. Okay. All right. So you will be forced to okay. Don't revive any love from the past. You risk to relive an already forgotten pain. If you are in a relationship, don't look for happiness somewhere else. Look to your mate. Happiness is right around the corner. So control your behavior. For June, May, you feel like you want to fight with your partner. That's what May.
We already in COVID. That'll be fighting in the house. Good Lord.
Right. They want to fight. They want to fight with their partner.
Just wear your damn mask. Just wear your damn mask. That's all we know.
June, keeping your calm as much as you can is very important in June. There may be a lot of frustration building up. Don't hold it in and wind up exploding. It seems like they have a bit of an anger issue. July, I love that. I saw a shirt that said that I wanted.
Oh, I love it.
July may bring unpleasant events such as conflicts or the imminence of a breakup. Try to extinguish the conflicts. They got a lot going on. In August, the single Pisces will no longer refrain from flirting and they can meet a potential partner. September, for you, the month of September is a period full of romance and a lot of love. The relationships involving long trips are favored for the single natives. The sun's transit brings major benefits to the intimate relationships, especially in the first 2 days of September. Now that really sucks. They only get 2 days of intimate.
What happens the rest of the days?
Oh no, that's bad. I told you I got to rethink this Pisces thing. The Pisces natives start October. Listen, the Pisces natives start October on the wrong foot in their personal life, being more irritable than ever. What is wrong with them? In the middle of the month, their critical spirit is diminished and they display a more tolerant attitude in front of the opposite sex. So Pisces is tolerating us right now. So you will likely realize that your love expectations are in general exaggerated. So they got the same thing Aquarius got. Come back down to earth and realize that life is not the same as in your imagination and try and be happy with reality. And they are most compatible with Virgo and Taurus.
Okay, all right. So Miss Kim said, wait a minute now. She said the devil is a lie. That's one of our co-hosts here on the show. That's right. She was here last night and she chiming in on my other page and she like, wait a minute. And I just added the devil is a lie because I know that would be her closing statement. I really, Kim, I got you, boo. We got you. She like the devil is a lie and all of that. But okay,
I'm just the messenger.
I know, so let's move on. Let's move on. Right. She cracking up. Right.
Aries.
Okay. Aries are going to be romantic to the core. They're going to meet someone and the attraction between the two is going to be extremely strong. The single Aries will be unable to stay in one place. They will travel a lot and they will enjoy many exciting love encounters. And they may meet the love of their life.
Oh,
I ain't gonna travel in COVID. This is what I'm just tripping on. Okay,
girl, we just leave it alone. Look, we can travel from 79 to 87. How about that? And hope we don't get carjacked. How about that? Okay. How about that?
There are people traveling.
Yeah, there are people traveling, and travel is getting ready to open back up. That Buttigieg boy, he gonna figure it out now. Everybody gonna be wrapped up in some aluminum foil flying, but we gonna be flying again soon because that's too much money being involved.
Exactly.
Yeah, he gonna have everybody wrapped in a Jiffy Pop suit trying to fly. So yeah.
I heard Chicago is opening back up. The restaurants and stuff are coming back.
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
Are doing stuff. So it's not like we still on the lockdown of 2020. We are on the unlock come up. I don't know. Okay, if you're married, the atmosphere you create at home is going to be warm and cuddly. You'll be satisfied with the stability of the relationship that you have, and you're going to be very loyal. In April, Venus helps you in the area of sex, and Mars transforms you into a master of eroticism.
Mm, mm,
Mm.
Mhm. In May, you lose your passionate enthusiasm in your love life. That didn't last too long. That was a quickie.
Girl, where's you getting these at the 4-hour motel? Right. Where's these predictions coming from? The 4-hour motel? Right. Look, and as Miss Kim would say, the devil is a lie, but okay.
Okay, so lose your passion, and it's going to be gone until August. In August, your affection side comes back. You may reinvent your love life or meet your soulmate. September, you will be more passionate and sensual than ever. If you are already part of a couple, the stars will help you love each other as you did in the beginning. Enjoy the erotic enthusiasm triggered by Venus. Unfortunately, new unions will not have the same advantage this month. Overwhelming disputes may occur. So for Aries in September, if you are just meeting somebody, it's not going to jump off like that. The passion is going to be between people who have been together for a while, which, makes sense. Well, kind of yourself. October, romantic trips and marriage proposals are now prevalent in the life of the Aries. November comes with Venus in the house of couples, and it remains in your zodiac sign until March of 22. This means that love will suddenly become a priority for you, hence the many changes that could intervene in your personal life. A marriage, or on the contrary, a divorce may come up. So Aries, if you're on the fence, it can go either way.
Okay.
If you don't have anyone special in your life, December offers you endless opportunities to meet new people. Passionate adventures are very likely to happen now, but they come with adrenaline and possibly conflicts and disagreements. If you're already involved in a relationship, be careful not to bring unpleasant memories from the past into the present. Your disagreements will be more heated than usual. And Aries is most compatible with Libra and Leo. And I'm really surprised that Aries is compatible with Leo, because they both are spotlight people, and that just doesn't seem like it would work right, but they always say that it does. Okay. Taurus.
The bull. The bull.
Bullheaded.
They are, right?
I dated a Taurus, so I know.
Well, my best female friend is a Taurus. She cool.
But that's a female friendship versus a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yes.
I friend that's Taurus too, and I love him to death, but it get difficult sometimes. So for the first half of 2021, changes may occur. Some of them may decide to change their looks in order to be more seductive or to find a new partner. So we got some cosmetic surgery going on here. Others will work hard to consolidate the relationship they already have, but on your astrology chart, Venus, a beneficial star, will face Saturn, a rigid planet, and that means you are likely to go through a love crisis. If you have the feeling that your relationship is in danger, it wouldn't be a bad idea to retreat somewhere for a few days. This way you can gain control of your relationship. However, don't be too rigid and demanding with your partner. You may get punished. You are very hard on yourself, but this doesn't mean to suffocate or make your partner feel guilty. Oh, yeah. Isn't that narcissist thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does Taurus have a problem with that? I don't know. You may feel sometimes. You may feel free to start over. Good news, starting the second part of the year, a new love is coming. Either you will break away from the past for good, or you will revive your long-term relationship that you already have. Beware of the permanent disagreements you have with your partner. It is possible to get to the point where you fight regardless of where you are, even in public or in front of your friends, without noticing that you are becoming ridiculous.
That's that Ike and Tina Turner kind of love. Yep, that's that. Yep.
And what's love got to do with it?
What's love got to do? That's that Ike and Tina kind of love. That can be dangerous sometimes too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Where Tina ran from that limo into the hotel, he got it pretty good that day too, but that was bad.
Yes.
So if you are single, the hope of finding someone at the end of 2021, you will meet someone special at a party organized by a relative, and it could be an extraordinary relationship. So here's your noteworthy months. In February, Taurus natives will go from a pronounced romantic mood to sadness and disappointment. Sounds bipolar. In March, love is not free from conflicts, so you should be very careful with what you say and do. You are stepping on a landmine. In April, you don't start April on a good note because you feel neglected by your partner, and your relationship is likely to become the victim of a hidden, forbidden, and secret passion. So,
Interesting.
uh-huh.
I love all this. And so when you told them that they was gonna meet somebody at a party,
Mm-hmm.
and was it a family party?
It was a party coordinated by a relative.
Family member.
Well, I hope they lift this COVID restriction, because if not, you liable to meet one of your cousins, is what I'm thinking. So let's hope they lift this COVID restriction to no more than 10 at a party. Because if not, we can really have a lot of inbreeding going on. Oh, that's a whole nother show. But okay, then let's continue on. Right. Ooh. Seems too much. Lord, please lift the restrictions of how many people can be at the house, because it really may be your cousin you done met.
Well,
all right, I digress. Go ahead, keep moving.
What is after the 3rd and 5th? I don't know. Okay, right. It's now that Saturn is in a balanced astral conjunction. Your love life it also starts to stabilize. Things calm down, conflicts disperse, and the communication with your partner is again positive. September,
pragmatic.
Pragmatism is your personal life, especially because the influence of Saturn makes you long for some stability. Marriage, the acquisition of a house, and bringing a child in the world may be on your mind. Even if the joy and the exuberance may lack in your relationship, you will feel the need of achieving great things with your partner. So it sounds like settling is starting to set in for the Taurus. In October, Taurus will suddenly have a desire to flirt. This is why those singles will be more open to meet potential partners, because Mars and Venus are in transit at the same time through the zodiac sign. The sexual life is significantly improved. Okay, so Taurus gonna get some too. November, Mars transits the house of sexuality, fully increasing your libido and making you more prone than ever to erotic adventures and excesses. What is that? Excesses.
Whatever. And did you say erotic? Did you say erotic and excesses?
Erotic and excessive.
Addiction, whatever, and that can be combined and have more erotic excess. How about that?
Well,
so is all of this happening at the relatives' party?
No, please, no. We trying to keep COVID down and right. Yeah, no.
I can speak on that. Taurians are they're very private. They like to have that facade, but in private, they're some freaks like nobody else. But keep going.
Right. Okay. Yes.
In December, Mercury's departure from your zodiac sign makes you less communicative and open to your lover. Learn from the mistakes of the past and don't let tension ruin your relationship. Moreover, it is possible to let the work issues get in your private life. If you have no one special in your life, the chances of finding someone are rather small. Okay, and you're most compatible with Scorpio and Cancer. So, Art, you need to find you a Taurus?
Oh, yeah. I've been knowing that. Yes. I had a Taurus once. Yes. It was. Yeah, it was a great relationship. I had a long-standing relationship with the Taurus. So I do understand that. I do. Yes.
Do that. Okay.
And then I was raised by a Taurus mother, so I understand it even more.
Oh, and I was raised by Cancer, but I cannot date Cancer men. Okay. Gemini may possibly fall in love at first sight and find happiness in the first 2 months of 2021. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Don't be shy and don't think too much, because you might lose it and regret it for the rest of your life. Okay. You will do everything in your power to seduce him or her. In the end, you will realize that it was worth the effort. You will share the same feelings and you will vibrate in unison with this partner. You will live everything at maximum intensity, both physically and emotionally. The last part of 2021 is going to be favorable, especially for young lovers. Your noteworthy months. February, the conjunction between Mercury and Mars can make the Gemini easily angered and impatient with their partner. which may be a likely source of conflict. March, those in relations might get caught with their hand in the cookie jar, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
The ideal
Mm.
the art of honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
In April, Jupiter gives you optimism and a zest for adventure and sexual appetite. Everybody getting it in this year.
Mm-hmm.
They
And it's COVID season. And
it's COVID, right?
ooh, Lord have mercy.
The t-shirt just said, and it's cold.
And it's COVID season, honey. Ooh, y'all getting it in. I ain't mad. Yes.
In July, with Mars in your zodiac sign, it can bring tension and conflict. It is possible you may get involved in some dangerous romantic adventures.
Mm-hmm.
And it's COVID.
Mm-hmm. Right. On top of all that. Right. On top of all that. Right. But there is hope that we all will be some nasty individuals this year. Yes.
Man, everybody cooped up for a whole year.
Right.
Yeah, respect.
Okay. Very good.
Okay. In August, the romance within the couple will be replaced by financial worries. Okay. Plans for concluding an important project, selling some assets, conflicts triggered by material concerns may occur. So they're going to have a little issue. In September, you will have a more playful mood, more sensual and more inclined to flirting, new experiences and energy in your intimate life. In the second half of the month, minor conflicts and tension may occur. Try to calm things down before they get out of proportion. November, with Mercury in the house of money, your intimate relationship with your partner is not focusing on feelings and romance, but on forming strategies to win more money together. I like that.
I do too. I do too.
Maybe
what you need is money. Man, what you talking about? Money. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, we all need some of that other stuff too, you know. Do the bump.
Amen.
Amen. So you might start a business together or buy a house. You are dominated by an acute need of making money. And if you are single, you will surely get involved in a relationship based on material criteria. But that part could be dangerous, you know, because that ain't your stuff. You know, excited about somebody else's stuff. In December, you start being more receptive and more sensible towards your partner, which means that your emotional closeness will intensify. If you didn't meet your special someone yet, you will have many chances to do so because you will spend more time socializing and will attract the opposite sex with your special glow. Most Sagittarius and Aquarius.
And remember, your glow should not be Bath and Body Works mango products. Ain't nobody trying to go to bed with a damn mango. Ain't nobody trying to go to bed with strawberry lemonade. Ain't right. You people like natural scents. We talked about this not too long ago on this show.
So we did.
Coming to bed smelling like a damn mango. Right.
You know, I made a smoothie and I made it with mango. And the mangoes didn't smell all that great to me. Maybe it's just me though.
Well, you know, them body shops put so much sugar and, you know, they want you to smell delicious. Right. They want you. Yeah. Yes.
All right. So Cancer.
Cancerians.
Venus is the ally of Cancer and is going to be beneficial right from the beginning of the year. If you want to start a long-term relationship, you have all the chances to succeed. And if you only want to fling, it's also the best time for it. You need to think seriously about reorganizing and finding stability in your love life, especially if you are not satisfied with the current situation you're in. During the second half of the year, you're going to meet a charming person, but at the moment, you might not realize the importance of this meeting. After this, things will evolve fast. You'll be head over heels, in most cases, with someone much younger than you. You're going to meet someone you can have interesting discussions with on intellectual level. Starting from these friendly conversations, things will evolve in a subtle manner toward more profound feelings. Your noteworthy months. March. If you are in a relationship and have thoughts of putting your foot down, now is the time to do it. May.
Now, did you say putting your foot in somebody's ass or putting your foot down?
No. Put the foot down.
Not hear me say ass.
I digress. I'm sorry.
What you drinking over there? Are you drinking something?
See, I always do this with Xavia. I'm just drinking tea. Right. Did you say put your foot down or put your foot in somebody's ass. Now, I'm just trying to be clear, but okay, yes.
Okay.
This ain't
All
number
right.
T, child.
They say ass
All
in the
right.
bad word. There you go.
Mm,
May will be a tough month on all platforms of life. So Cancer, May is not going to be your month. It's going to be tough, so prepare for it.
okay.
June, a romantic vacation is waiting for you, or a transforming experience going on a long trip. The plans for an engagement or a marriage may come to fruition now. So in June, you might be going away to get married or engaged. August, with Mars and Jupiter in your zodiac sign, you are enjoying a contagious enthusiasm and crazy mood for love. You are more daring, more naughty, and more adventurous. I like the naughty part.
I do too.
Yeah.
Me too.
September, if you are not involved in a relationship, a story from the past may reemerge, but there are no chances of reconciliation. Toward the end of the month, Venus will inspire your appetite for love, sensuality, and fun. November, Venus is in transit through your zodiac sign in November, bringing you intense feelings, either extremely positive or negative. Those in relationships are starting to think of how compatible they really are with their partner. You may feel compelled to test your partner's feelings, and that can get dangerous. When people feel like they're that's when they will surely act a fool. Testament. December, with Venus in the house of relationships, single Cancers are starting to profoundly long for affection, shared feelings, romantic gestures, and hot nights. If you are looking for your half, you may tend to relax your expectations and hope to be happy with less. Beware. Sounds like you're ready to settle now. Don't do that. If you are already involved in a relationship, you will surely spice up the action in the bedroom. Ooh. And they are compatible with Capricorn and Taurus.
All right, very good. All right, who we moving on to? This your zodiac sign, Leo. Oh Lord, Lord, I'm gonna take my headset off. Go ahead.
Oh Lord,
right.
I know some Leos. My baby sister cousin, she a Leo, so I hope she's listening.
Yes,
right, go ahead.
So I'm born on the cusp. So Leo and Virgo, I always pay close attention to these. And Leo really has a hot forecast, okay? Because remember, it said the Leo woman is going to find that man this year. So I'm excited about that. I'm just scared of that Pisces. I might have to, I don't know who, but anyway. All right, Leo, if you are looking for love in the first months of 2021, love will invade your life like a storm. However, Leos often have the gates to their hearts closed off. Under the influence of Venus, Leo may unexpectedly fall in love at first sight. A professional relationship can suddenly become one full of passion. You will receive love declarations from someone you see every day, but never noticed until now. A friendship can slowly transform, and around June, you may realize you're in love. Be careful because you might fall in love with a jealous man or woman, and the peace you cherish so much can become a thing of the past. No, buddy. During the last part of the year, passion is going to play an important role with many ups and downs, more or less painful. You will need to fight hard, but if you succeed, you're going to live a wonderful love story. It's up to you not to destroy it before it even starts. Noteworthy months. February. February is going to be an excellent month for Leo. With Venus and the Sun in the house of love, they will love with a passion, or they will fall in love, making new plans for the future with their partners. So the single ones are making love with a passion, and the ones in relationships are making future plans. April, passion is the key word of the month for you. You have an unusual sexual magnetism, and the potential love relationships you keep at bay have great chances of becoming real.
Okay.
July, in love, an ex-partner might return in your life. However, not for another shot at a happy scene, but for settling some overdue accounts. I guess somebody owe us money. Oh no. Okay, September. Mars will instill an unmatched sexual vigor. Your libido will be out of control, pushing you to revive your erotic life or to live some passionate one-night stands. The sexual attraction will dominate you. You will have a hot exploratory spirit and you will charm anyone. If you are involved in a stable relationship, be careful not to cheat. The planets are aligned for this temptation.
I
Man,
know.
that was hot.
Yes, it was. Right. I hope you don't get the Scorpio and it's something like you got on Bernie Sanders gloves all year or something, mittens, you know. I just hope, right. I hope you don't tell me my zodiac said you're wearing Bernie Sanders mittens all year.
Lord have mercy. Yeah. But you know, personally, I kind of stay away from the Scorpio. Scorpio dangerous.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord. Everybody that's been with a Scorpio got a story. Look, she's shaking her head. Yeah. Look, he's sitting over there like,
Xavia.
Ma'am, come on before we run out of time. Ma'am, come on. Where we at? We in the Leos. Okay. Okay. Ma'am, move it along. Thank you, ma'am.
For Leo, the romantic surprises will come during October. Leos will be full of energy, passion, and receptive to something new. Leo will surrender easily to temptations. This is why they have an increased vulnerability to infidelity. One night stands are not out of the discussion, not even for married Leos.
Be careful.
How you gonna pay your rent when all your money spent? You gonna work it out.
You something else. November and December, as I did the research, I just summed it up. November and December are high sexuality times for Leo.
Okay.
So as a very sexual year. And Leos are most compatible with Aquarius and Gemini. I've dated both.
Okay. All right. Leos are compatible with Aquarius and Geminis.
Yep.
Okay. All right. What about them Virgos?
The Virgin. The Virgin.
All right. We get it. We understand. Yeah, mine's gonna say Bernie Sanders mittens. I'm gonna tell you. Mine's gonna be like, you gonna have on mittens all year.
Talk about my side, Miss Xavia. I'm ready.
Yes. I'll be quiet.
Due to some amazing astrological influence, you are going to have a great power of seduction and no issue in conquering some hearts. Once you get closer to the middle of the year, it is possible to be more interested in the sexual aspects of your relationship, and this could offend some of your partners who might feel regarded just as sexual objects. Clearly, they're not Scorpios. If you because they don't care. If you manage to control this weakness, you can expect to have a period full of divine surprises. Those single will enjoy many flings. On the other hand, most of these romantic dates will often take place in a strange way and in the most uncommon and romantic places. During the last part of the year, you will manage to get over all the taboos and you will live your love life as you wish, completely ignoring any gossip. For the single Virgo, you know what that means. They're gonna be talking about you out there. He's like, oh shit.
Let them players be my motivators. How about that?
Right. See, I knew.
The second half of 21 will bring an exceptional meeting. Okay, your noteworthy months. March. Jealousy is going to bring strong reasons for fights with your partner. So watch that. April, you have the same contagious romantic mood which flows through your veins, and you maintain your playful spirit in the bedroom. In July, a change in your love life is predicted. Either you will meet someone new or you will go through some transformation in your current relationship. And August of this year to April of next year, fully enjoy this serene period in your love life. Jupiter's position brings you fulfillment and contentment in love, and Mars increases your libido and your power of attraction. It is possible you will find your half, and if you've already found your soulmate, now is the time to make the next step in your relationship. For 5 months starting now, love is favorable for you, Virgo. And you are most compatible with Pisces and Cancer. See, there's that Pisces again. See, the thing about it is, you know, we got all this great stuff going on, but Pisces is trying to fight. Remember? He said, you gonna fight.
I ain't for that.
Oh, me either. All right, Libra. Where are my Libras at? Where are my
Hey, Libras, always looking for balance. They always looking for
Balance the
balance.
scales.
Baby, them
Yes,
Libras are always looking for balance. No
they
disrespect to
are.
any potential Libras I might get with, but I just want to tell y'all always looking for balance.
and they will tell you up front, I bring balance to the situation. Like, no, you don't. You make it crazy. Okay, during the months of 2021, Libra's love sector is going to fall under the influence of Neptune, a star with not a very good reputation. It is true that this planet increases the risk of loneliness in the same way in which it can make everything become too overwhelming. Libras who wish to have a stable and genuine relationship will be completely satisfied. Yet the first half of 2021 is an excellent time for getting engaged, married, or for rebuilding your life. The astrological climate will consolidate the love between the already formed couples. The free hearts will get engaged in an unexpected manner in uncommon places with unknown people. In short, you will fall in love at first sight. This unknown people thing is weird. They got to be, don't they? Well,
They got to be known, especially in
Right.
COVID. Come on now.
Where I mean, unknown is just randomness, but they would have to be vetted with all safety precautions.
All the tests.
Right. We
All
are a
the
health and
testing.
wellness show. So no matter how
That's
much we joke and play on this show, we want you guys to protect yourselves, use condoms,
That's right.
make sure you get tested for HIV, STD,
All that.
DVD, MVD, any of the, right, girl, any of them DDDs. Make sure you get checked from
That's
all
right.
of them. And wear your mask, sanitize, and social distance. Okay, continue on, Xavia.
There you go. Okay, in the second part of 2021, Libras are going to face some issues in the couple life coming from outside. Don't listen to gossip. Nothing is true. Everything you hear is only meant to make you even more jealous. Analyze carefully what people say and do not blindly trust these so-called friends. Noteworthy months. Your life partner, January. So they're going through this now. Your life partner can get a little jealous of your circle of friends. That must really suck. April.
Mhm.
Some outstanding events, passionate love, romantic, and extravagant sexual encounters are waiting for you. April sounds hot. July, your love life is not going great because your diplomacy suddenly disappears and is replaced by aggression.
It must be that hot and humid ass weather in July. That's what that is. Right. That's that humidity.
No balance there.
Right. You know that humidity will get you every time. Right.
Unless they were the Pisces, because the Pisces want to fight and they're being aggressive. So there's the balance. In September, you and your partner will attend many social events, have a lot of fun, and the lovemaking will be more unrestrained and full of enthusiasm. In November, you will want more intimacy and discretion. You prefer to retreat in the comfort of your home to deal with household chores, to feel comfortable next to your partner, away from the eyes of those around you. You may feel unsure. You will face some communication issues, and you will demand more attention from your mate. In December, you will crave excitement, passionate experiences, and adventurous sex. Woo. If you are in a relationship, your exuberant sexuality will chase away monotony from the bedroom, which is great. If you have no one special in your life, you may get involved in exciting yet dangerous relationships, which may later conflict with your need for peace.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And Libra is most compatible with Aries and Sagittarius. And who's up next?
It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. All right. So what do you have to say about Scorpios other than I'll be wearing mittens all year and a mask?
Okay, Scorpio. As you approach the middle of the year, the need for freedom is going to be more intense and you will have a hard time accepting the limits put on your independence. You tend to live by your own rules. This is exactly why many Scorpios experience love in maximum intensity, and the relationships established at that time are certainly happy. During the last months of the year, expect to meet that exceptional love that you dreamed about so many times. The single Scorpios will meet an intelligent person or someone gifted with an outstanding personality.
Oh my God. You mean to tell me I'm going to get with myself? I'm going to be related to myself? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh. Oh, how much? How? Yuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. Okay. Continue on, madam. That's good information.
Okay, noteworthy months. So right now, it's January. There's someone in your personal life who wants more than a friendship or who wants you to show more affection.
I agree. I agree. I can agree to both of that right now. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
That's beautiful, and that is working. Yes.
February, Scorpios will experience more energy, unexpected adventures. They may fall in love quickly and passionately. But y'all do that. Y'all fall in love quickly and passionately, and then y'all fall right out of love just as quickly and as passionately.
Ma'am, I ain't asked you all that. I'm looking for optimism. I'm looking for hope. I'm looking for, everybody changes their ways. So I didn't ask you to insult me, ma'am. So you said in February I would meet somebody, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, ma'am. Yes. All right. Continue on behalf of all us Scorpios. Continue, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, May. Mars brings impulsiveness and even aggressiveness in love. So you risk some heated arguments with your partner or adultery, which you may regret afterwards. You need a lot of caution to refrain from your instincts. You know the instincts you Scorpios have. September, Jupiter makes you prone to dream of a long distance love with a person you don't know very well, but for whom you've developed a real interest in. You are attracted by mystery more than ever, which delights you until a point. Be careful not to lose contact with reality. Focus your sexual energy, otherwise, you might suffer.
Okay.
No, you will go through a period when your dark side will come out. You will be overwhelmed by possessiveness, selfishness, and skepticism in your relationship. Therefore, you will provoke some real drama and strong emotional changes that could radically change your future. Control your temper.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. I can buy that.
I got you to December. If you are in a relationship, the news is not good for you in December. There will be fights and dissension due to some frustration that suddenly comes out. Out of nowhere, you or your partner are no longer happy with a lot of things, and there will be no compromises. If you are single, it is possible to meet potential partners, but a long-term relationship is not in sight.
Oh, damn.
Scorpio is most compatible with Taurus and Cancer.
Yes. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right on that. Okay. I said I was getting married 11/21/21, but now that you predicting that whole November, December thing, I'm straight. I'm good. As long as you telling me somebody's still loving on me.
Yep. So
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I'm good with that. I can wait. I ain't in no particular hurry, but I did say the wedding date was 11/21/21. But we good. Yeah, I can do some 22/22. I ain't like that. Yes. Okay. Good. All right. Sagittarians, right?
Yes, with the last one, right?
Yes.
Sagittarius, with its pure feelings and its discreet outbursts and its cerebral instincts, you'll dream of perfection, but it's going to be unlikely that you will meet your dream man or woman. The couples already formed will oscillate between the need to get along and the desire for something new. You will doubt your partner, although nothing can justify your attitude. During the spring months, there is a risk of becoming very jealous, although there's no need. You may try and fight this feeling because long term it will only cause painful, unnecessary, and even catastrophic conflicts.
Lord.
Above all, love is about trust. If you are already involved in a long-term relationship during the last part of 2021, you might enjoy multiple satisfactions, such as engagement, marriage, or an unforgettable honeymoon. When it said multiple, I got distracted. Anyway, okay. Noteworthy months. For Sagittarius, February may bring heated fights, jealous outbursts, and misunderstandings. You will feel out of sync with your partner. April, with the Sun, Venus, Mars, and Uranus in the house of love.
Wait, what's wrong with my anus?
Uranus.
my anus is Uranus. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Where was I? Your anus is in the house of love. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
You are officially the most loving, passionate, and sensual zodiac sign of April. You find satisfaction in anything, and you are able to surprise your partner with an incredible sexual appetite. Ooh. In June, you might fall in love, or you might seduce someone who you thought was inaccessible. You are involved in relationship. Don't act on momentary impulses. If you are involved in a relationship, don't act on momentary impulses. It seems like there's a lot of cheating going on this year too. I never had so much sex and cheating in the predictions. You know, it's a lot.
You know what? You are absolutely right. Because now that I think about what you said last year, you're right. It is a lot of sex and cheating, but we have been on a lockdown and in a pandemic. A lot of relationships are on the rocks, all of that. So
Yep. And so everybody trying to get all caught up or whatever. I don't know, but it's a lot of it this year. You have let's see, unresolved. Okay, July. Unresolved problems from the past may reemerge, which could require you to compromise. In September, you have an intense sexual energy. If you are in a relationship, you are open to communication and negotiation. If you don't have someone in your life, the parties you attend might get you rid of your single status. October, Sagittarius may experience some unpleasant surprises in their relationship because of some conflicts triggered by the opposition between Jupiter and Mars. However, their libido gets out of control in October, and it will be hard to not let it free with anyone willing.
mm-hmm.
In November,
I saw that. I read that, heard that metaphor, but keep going.
November will worry for no reason, act on some inherent frustrations, and be intolerable and inflexible in your relationship. You don't want to cooperate at all with your lover, and your claims are so huge you are impossible to satisfy. Lord have mercy. In December, you are again enjoying peace and stability in love. They got a really tolerant partner because they went from all of that in November to December being peaceful and stable in love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in love during December after a period when issues kept occurring in your life. All right, and most compatible, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Aries.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's interesting, Xavia? Throughout the whole zodiac, September seems like the month of just that, folks. All these zodiac signs about to kick it. That's my birth month, so that's okay. I'm happy for all the zodiac signs in my birth month. They're gonna be kicking and doing all the hoops and all this stuff. So that's a good thing.
Well, now it makes me wonder, will we be somewhat back to normal by then? And I don't mean our regular normal, but our new normal, because they even was saying today that like a couple of the festival people that have festivals towards the end of August and September, these people are applying for permits to maybe have socially distanced events, things like that. So, you know, that might be right, that in September we all be, you know,
it's going to start coming back.
Right.
There definitely will be a new normal with social distancing and masks and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But
and if people go out here and get their vaccine shot, you know, then, you know, and you can prove that you've had the shot, it probably will allow you to enjoy yourself and do things a little bit better, you know, more, you know.
Well, you know, the thing about it is the economy has to keep going. We can't keep doing this. We got millions of people out of work. We got to get people back to work. We got to get taxes being paid because we have what, 8-point-something trillion dollar deficit or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got to get some money being generated, and as long as we're all sitting in the house and gaming and whatever else, surfing, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
and
no,
I need all my stocks to go up, and I need everybody to get back to doing what they do so they can buy some Exxon Mobil oil, so I can, my stocks can go up.
Yes, amen. I couldn't agree more. Xavier, do me a favor. Tell everybody how they can find you, follow you, all that. You did an outstanding job tonight.
Yeah.
You really did.
So you can absolutely find me on Facebook at Xavia Fox. I'm on Instagram at Xavia Fox. I'm on Twitter, Xavia Fox. I am on
LinkedIn. We're LinkedIn. Yes, we're LinkedIn.
And if you forget any of this stuff, you can Google me, Xavia Fox, X-A-V as in Victor, I-A, Fox, Xavia Fox. You can Google me and everything comes up. My shows, my blog talk shows, everything. I have a lot of new stuff coming up, and I'm redoing my website. Well, I'm not doing it this time, I actually hired somebody to do it, and it looks so wonderful already. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. It will be up before February 7th, and I'm gonna plug it everywhere because it
Yeah.
looks so. I'm happy.
All
So
right.
yes.
Well, we'll have to have you back for some more relationship stuff. You always do a phenomenal job. I just love and appreciate you, and thank you for the information about Scorpio. At least I know to put that wedding date off one more year. At least you told me some love was gonna happen. So I'm gonna put that wedding date off just one more year. So very good. Everybody's saying a great job tonight. I love Leos. Oh, very nice. Yeah, excellent job. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for our girl, the amazing Miss Xavia Fox with the zodiac prediction for 2021. It's all about love, happiness, good energy. We want to remind everyone that we are still in the midst of a global pandemic. So wear your damn mask when you go meet these people. Please do so. Make sure you get COVID tested if you can. If you're eligible to get the vaccine and you want to do so, please do so. And make sure you are always tested for HIV and STDs. All right. That's what we want to do. Cheers to you, my darling. This was excellent tonight. Great job. Great job. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure, darling. I'll be in touch soon. We'll talk about your February segment. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Miss Xavia Fox. See you later, darling. Bye, honey. We love you. Oh, that was great. That was excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Miss Xavia Fox. That was good, good, good.
Oh my
okay, Renee. I'm tired, honey. We done did the doo-doo tonight, baby. We done did it.
Now I know what to look for. Now, you know, my Virgo, the Virgo beauty is going to come out. But, you know, I'm a flirt anyway. So she confirmed some things. I was like, okay, this is cool.
Yes, yes. Amen. Amen. Well, she told me to put that wedding date off, but I love how she told me a long distance love affair, and that falls into my master plan. It really does. So that gives me a lot of hope. It really, really does. All right. Well, with that being said, we just want to thank you guys so much for being with us tonight. We really do appreciate it. Thank you for another great week. We hope that you guys will be safe this weekend. As we always say, please make sure you wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. This one says, hello, it's me. It's me, baby. It's me. Yes. Wear your mask. Cover your nose and mouth. Make sure you sanitize. Put your sanitizer. Clean your hands really good. Soap and water is the most important thing you can use. If you don't have it, sanitizer will work. Also, social distance. Yep. 6 feet each way. Please do what's necessary. And if you're not feeling well, keep your ass in the house. Keep your ass in the house. No issues, no problems. We appreciate you staying in the house if you're not feeling well. All right. On behalf of what was this? 91%? Yes, absolutely. Yes, amen. 91%. All right. Well, we love you guys so very much. Don't forget Monday night, a special tribute to Luther High School South, a famed private high school on the south side of Chicago. Was founded in 1951. I am an alum of the school, along with other amazing people of all walks of life. And we'll talk about how that little school was created on the corner of 87th and Kedzie. All right. And why it was created. See, you went to that big old Dolphin school that you know, where the former first lady, all that. I went to a private Christian school.
Nothing wrong with that, darling. Nothing wrong with that.
I went to a private Christian school only to end up becoming a heathen, darling. Only to end up becoming a heathen. A heathen.
You're a lovable heathen.
Yes, I'm a lovable heathen. That's right. Absolutely. For more information about yours truly, visit therealchatdaddy.com, therealchatdaddy.com. For more information about this beautiful woman sitting next to me. Wait a minute. Where is yours? It's in here. It's in here. There we go. Boom. Karen's nuggets of knowledge. Darling, give your parting words to everybody tonight, and then we're going to get out of here.
Yes, this is for everyone who this go out to individuals who thought they could break my spirit, and to those beautiful souls who continuously demonstrate tremendous strength. Remember, you will never break a person who gets their strength from God. And that's Tell It Like It Is Thursday. # drop that mic. # I will bend, but never break.
Oh, I love it. I will bend, but I'll never break.
Never break.
I love it. I think that's what you should put in your dating profile. I'll bend, but I'll never break. Right.
I love it.
See, right. Or just tell them you were part of the Bust It Challenge. Bust It. Have you done the Bust It Challenge? I guess we are. Girl, if I do the Bust It Challenge, I'll never get back up. I'll bust it all right. It'll be all busted into pieces. So, yes. All right. Well, on behalf of Kay Renee and yours truly, Art Chat Daddy Sims, thank you guys so much for being here with us tonight. We really do appreciate you guys. Don't forget, I'm still raising money for the Salvation Army. If you guys want to give, it would be greatly appreciated. They're doing everything from food, clothing, just helping people out. We still are in a really bad economy. Nothing has changed. Unemployment is still quite high. People are needing their benefits. So please give to the Salvation Army if you guys can. Just text the word Chat Daddy, ChatDaddy, to 51555, and you'll be able to give to the Salvation Army on behalf of yours truly, Chat Daddy. I love you guys so very much. We got comments. Oh, bye, Debbie Green. We love you so much. Yes, we love you all so much. Yes, we really, really do. Thank you all. Thank you. We'll see you Monday night. Be safe, everybody. Kay Renee, I love you, my darling. We'll see you later. TheRealChatDaddyShow.com. Bye.